Hi everyone, it's Jennifer from Fiberflux. In this video, we're going to be learning all about a new yarn from Red Heart called Mixology. This is a really neat collection of yarn, and the concept of this yarn is to take all the guesswork out of mixing yarn colors. And I just wanted to quickly give a special thank you to Red Heart for this yarn so that I could share this information with you. So like I said before, this is a new yarn from Red Heart, and what the concept is that all three of these are the same weight. So we have the Mixology Swirl. It's kind of a textured, kind of soft, multicolored yarn. It has it's mainly blue, but it has little flecks of purple and pink throughout. Then there's the Mixology Solids, and this is a smooth strand of, this happens to be pink, but a solid color. And then we have the Mixology Prints, and this is a similar strand to the solids. It's like a smooth ply, and it's a variegated yarn. Now I have a sampling of the colors here, and we're going to learn more about all the colors in just a moment. And like I said before, all three of these yarns have a similar weight. So they're all considered, if we look at the yarn label, they're all a number 6 super bulky. You can see that on all three of these yarn labels. So when you are using these yarns and mixing them together, you're not going to have to switch hooks or anything like that. You can use the same hook, it's the same weight yarn. And for the knitters out there, the recommended needle size for the solid, swirl, and prints is a 10 millimeter or US 15. For the crocheters out there, they recommend a 10 millimeter N crochet hook, and that's for all three of these. So you can just easily transition from, the solids to the swirls to the prints with ease. So the other thing is too, so for the Mixology Solids, the content is 100% acrylic. The Mixology Swirl is 98% acrylic and 2% polyester. And for the Mixology Prints, the content is 100% acrylic. So when you're caring for your pieces that you make with this yarn, they do allow you to machine wash cold and in the gentle cycle and tumble dry low. And that goes for all three of these. Machine wash cold, gentle cycle, tumble dry low, and the same for this one. So all three have the same care instructions. So when you're mixing and matching your yarn, the care instruction is the same for all three. So you can put the entire thing in the wash. Okay? So then let's talk about the colors. I have some really fun colors here, and this is just a sampling. So this solid color I have here, this is called pink. It's like a bright, pretty pink. This, the swirl sampling that I have here is called Party. So much fun. And then the prints, that is called Party Print. So you can see how these names kind of coordinate. So let's slide this yarn over for a minute, and I have this booklet. We're going to talk about the colors. And I just wanted to show you this photo on the front of this little booklet that I have. They've taken the solids, prints, and swirls and made this really pretty chevron. So you can see how these colors kind of work together. So for the solids, which is what I showed you here, the solids, that comes in a lot of different colors. So each ball of the solids is 74 yards or 64 meters and 5 ounces or 141 grams. So you can see all these colors: white, black, ivory, coral, taupe, gray, plum, orchid, jade, pink, royal, and navy. So you could even make something with just the solids if you want to do something in striping. And then if we move over to the prints, this is what we have. We have the Party Print, but you can see this cowl that she has on. They've utilized the solids, prints, and swirls. You can see how everything works so beautifully together. And this, I meant to show you this shawl. They used the solids and the prints and mixed it for that shawl. So the prints, we have the Party Print here. But this is sizzling print, party print, calypso print, blue suede print, retro print, Renaissance print, and moonlit print. So you can kind of see when you put these prints and solids together, you can already see how they're kind of working together. Finally, we have the swirl, and again, this pretty chevron blanket. And they've used this three solids for that, and then the retro print and the retro swirl. So they all just go so nicely together. And then this was our sampling of the swirl. This has kind of a really pretty textured, and then there's like a solid base and then some flecks throughout, and it kind of makes a swirl of color. So we have here, for the swirl, that has 59 yards, 54 meters, 4 ounces, or 113 grams. And that has, if we go back to the prints, it has a similar names, but a different look. So we have the sizzling, the party, which we have here, the calypso, blue suede, retro, Renaissance, and moonlit. So all of these colors are so fun and pretty. And I meant to say earlier, these prints, the ball that we have of prints, that is 65 yards, 59 meters, 4.5 ounces, and 127 grams. So the amount of yardage does vary for each style that we have here in this collection. So just when you're making your project, take into account. Again, the prints, let's see. Okay, the prints has 65 yards, the swirl has 59 yards, and the solids are 70 yards. So just as a side note, just take that into account. The yardage is a little bit different for each one of these yarns in this collection. So just take that into account. So just to conclude my little yarn 101 about this yarn, this is really fun. And I have a project coming soon, and when I get the project out there, I will link it to this video so you can make something of your own. But if you go to Red Heart, there's lots of patterns, and you know, like this Afghan cow and wrap, just to name a few. There's a whole bunch of them on the Red Heart site. So if you're looking for, and they're all free, so if you're looking for some patterns, and you can also see, this is a, looks like a knit cow that she has on, the same blanket. And this is a chevron wrap in some more neutral colors if you're more into the more subtle colors. So there's a little bit of something for everyone, and it's just a really fun yarn to mix up and experiment with. And that's it. So I hope you learned a little bit about Red Heart Mixology. Thanks so much for watching, and be sure and click the subscribe button to get all the latest Fiber Flux video updates. Thanks again.